Welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and welcome to my greenhouse. I wanted to do a little update on the greenhouse before we head over to the allotment. Mostly to do with the melon, the one melon that I had successfully grown on my melon plant. I have picked it and I've got some footage that I'll show you in just a minute. I'll give you a quick update first of all on my pepper plants. They are still here, they are still growing. I have peppers. They are the slowest growing plants I think I've ever known. I think partly because the sunlight hasn't been great. There's a couple of trees that have just gone sort of exploded this year, but they're still here and they're still growing, so we'll leave them for now. The cucumbers, they'd come to an end, so I snipped off the last few remaining cucumbers. The cucumbers had been quite a good success, so I will grow them again next year. They're really tasty, they grew really easily, so that's definitely been a success of this year. The melon, it reached this size and then it just never grew anymore, week after week after week. So I was just waiting for it to ripen. It didn't smell of melon at all. It was rock hard, so I knew it wasn't quite ready. But then I noticed that lots of the leaves had that white powdery dust over them, which I learnt was mildew, and obviously not great for the melon. So I did snip those off. I did spray them first with a bit of water, just to try and stop the mildew from flying all around the greenhouse and me breathing it in. But I got rid of quite a few leaves. I tried to leave a few more to just see if I could get another week or so, just to give the melon a little bit more time to ripen. There was a little melon there that I snipped off to try and save some of the energy so it could just go straight into the bigger melon. After about another week or so, all the leaves had completely wilted and died. The melon was a bit softer and the stem had gone grey, so I thought, right, let's snip it off and see what we've got. But I'm just going to slice open the melon, the moment of truth. It doesn't smell of anything, so I think it isn't ripe, but it's got a little bit of a squish to it, which could mean that it's starting to rot. Dare I say it? I don't know. So let's just cut it open and put us all out of our misery and just see. Okay. I feel a bit nervous. Oh, I think I can see green, not orange. Oh, no, maybe. Oh, wow. Let's smell it. Oh, it smells lovely. Wow, I think I have grown a melon and it has ripened. I mean, granted, there is a green sort of edging that perhaps it's not as ripe as it could be, and it's certainly not as orange as it could be. But you know what? It smells really nice and it's sliced quite easily. Okay, I've just cut a bit off and just cut it into pieces. That is really nice. Yeah, I mean, it's not the sweetest. It certainly isn't the sweetest melon I've ever eaten, but it's still really nice, and I grew it myself. Wow, so I think I would say this is a success, but it can certainly be improved upon. So let's see what next year brings. I'm going to head over to my allotment now. There's a few things that I want to do. I want to pick some potatoes that I'm quite excited about. I want to spray. I've got another spray bottle with some soapy water in it, and give everything a bit of a spray in case there's still some whitefly about. And I was reading the tag again last night for the peas that I planted, the autumn planting peas, the plug plants that I bought from the garden centre. And although you do plant them in autumn, it does show harvesting to be the following year. So the fact that they've been flowering and there's pea shoots and there's pea pods, it's definitely not, it's definitely shouldn't be. So maybe I just planted them a little bit too early. I guess maybe it was still a bit too mild. So I thought, well, I may as well just pick what's there. The weather is, I keep saying the weather's due to turn, but it just, it hasn't. It's still really, really mild. But it will do at some point, and I'm guessing they'll all just die. So I'm going to pick the peas, or the pea pods, but I'm also going to pick pea shoots, and I think they should be really, really nice on a salad. So yeah, quite excited to do that as well. So I'll meet you over at the allotment in a couple of seconds. Actually, before that, if you like the video, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and you might want to stick around to see more videos. Here are my peas, looking amazing. Oh, why isn't it the right time of year? So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but from what I understand, to get pea shoots, you just pinch them off between your finger and your thumb, and you can get the top 2 leaves. So let's see how it goes. Let's see if I can manage this without impaling myself on the chicken wire. Let's have a go. Oops. Pea shoot number 1. So probably not the most bountiful of harvests, but let's try one of these pea shoots. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. A bit chewy. Is it supposed to be that chewy? Not sure, but I'll take them home anyway. There's still quite a lot of whitefly about, which has really surprised me, to be honest. But I did bring some soapy water in a spray bottle just in case, so I'm glad I did. So I'm going to spray the sprouts. Luckily, they don't seem interested in the cabbages, the ones that are uncovered, but I'll give everything a spray anyway, try and get it protected. I'm honestly really surprised by the amount of whitefly. I mean, it's the 22nd of October. Is this normal to still have so much whitefly? Maybe it's been a particularly mild October. There you go, there's a little grasshopper there. I feel a bit bad, he just got sprayed in soapy water. Sorry about that. Anyway, I want some potatoes, so I'm going to see what we've got. I'm so glad I've remembered my gloves. Okay, let's have a look then. Oh, goodness, this jumper. I wonder if I can just pull it up. Okay. Oops. Here we go. Woo. Oh, wow. That's 2 right away. Okay, let's have a look then. Let's bring the camera. See if there's any beneath the surface. Nope, that's not a potato. Oh, got a worm. Is that it? Do I just get 2 potatoes? How deep do they go? Maybe it's just 2 potatoes. Okay, let's try another one. Actually a couple here. Let's pull. This feels a bit more promising. Just feels a bit more substantial. Oops. Whoops. That's it. Let's have a look. Way. There's one. Little. We'll count that. We'll count that as 2. Is that it? Why are my potatoes not... Oh! Look at that beauty. Oh, that's better. I've lost the boiling hot itchy jumper. So I've just dug down really deep on the plants that I've pulled up because I just couldn't believe that there would only be 2 potatoes on the first one, but there is nothing else. So second one that I've dug up, I have found a few more. There's another one. So I don't know why that first one didn't do very well. Who knows? But that's the extent of my harvest so far. I could do the few more. So let's pick another one. See, some of them seem to be right by the surface, like there's just one over here. I mean, where's he come from? Where have you come from? I don't even know what plant that would have been attached to. Oh, what? And another one. How strange. Okay, well, it all counts and they look like lovely potatoes. I'm going to go for one more. So I've picked this one that's really quite yellowed. So should be ready. Let's pull it up. Just, here we go. Wow. Look at that. Okay, I think that's probably it for now. So I did read that the airflow can be a bit compromised in plants that are under netting, and that it's best to just remove any leaves that are dying and kind of the bottom leaves. So I'm just going to head in here. Well, no, I'm not going to head in there, but I'm going to lift the netting up, stick my hand in and just cut off some of the leaves on the bottom. There's quite a few I can see that have yellowed, and just give it, a bit of a tidy up. Okay. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I will just actually get in. Let's have a look. Let's just take off some of the leaves on the bottom that are actually sat on the ground. Because I imagine that they'll be prone to rot and disease anyway, even if they're not yellowed, so best to get rid of them. There is some weird stuff on my... Oh no! Whitefly. The whitefly's got... Oh! Gross. Let me zoom in on that. Oh gosh, they're all over the sprouts. No, I can't believe it. Oh, I just didn't think they were in here. But maybe some of the worst infestations are under netting because it's a bit warmer and cozier. Oh, and then the caterpillar. There's 2 caterpillars. Oh my, 3 caterpillars. 3 caterpillars. It is the 22nd of October. What is happening? Right, let's move these. Oh, and another one. There's one over here. Okay, right, let's... Oh, and here. They're everywhere. Right, okay. Gloves back on. Caterpillar extraction. So I've tidied everything up. I've removed quite a few leaves. I've removed as many caterpillars as I could find and eggs. There's still caterpillar eggs. I've just doused everything in soapy water, even the sprouts, because they were just covered as well. So I wasn't sure what else to do. So I've just sprayed all of it. And I'm thinking maybe I leave the net off for a bit now. There's a lot of birds all of a sudden. Maybe they saw the caterpillars flying. So maybe I leave the netting off for today. Tomorrow it's rain all day. See if, do the birds, but will the birds eat them? I mean, I have got one uncovered over there. I don't know. Maybe I do put it back over. Yeah, maybe I should, just in case. I know pigeons are just the worst. I feel they could just strip it in half an hour. So there's another caterpillar. Right. I'm not going to take my eye off you, because I found another lesson today is you scan and see a load of caterpillars and then you blink and you can't find them again. There's also a load of potato plants in there. There's like 5 potato plants. None of which are seed potatoes that I've planted. They're obviously just from the previous owner. And I think it's probably quite easy to accidentally leave a potato behind and have harvest forevermore. So I might pull some of those up that are really close to the sprouts. Otherwise, I think I will put the netting back over and yeah, just check on it again in another few days. I think that's all I can do with the sprouts for now, but other news, I just noticed that one of my allotment neighbours is growing what appears to be aubergine. So I'm just going to show you. Now, unless I'm mistaken, we have a row of aubergine. To be honest, it doesn't look in the best condition. I think something's been nibbling away at it. And it's still pretty small. The biggest one's kind of that size. But it'll be interesting to see if it gets much bigger. Maybe it's something I could grow next year. Oh my goodness, these whitefly. I mean, I don't want to keep going on about them, but they are everywhere. They're now all over carrots. Oh, that's quite a big carrot. Maybe I should pull that up while I'm here, if I can get it. Oh, I've just got to try and get it without snapping it in the ground. There we go. Look at that. I do like these carrots. Oh, I accidentally pulled these up as well with it. So these are Harlequin carrots, and they're really nice. They are quite small. I mean, they are supposed to get bigger than that, obviously, but they're really tasty. But yeah, the whitefly, let me grab this one as well. Oh, they smell amazing. So get some of those. I feel like I haven't been to the allotment unless I've left with radishes and carrots. The eternal crop of radishes. There are still some. I may as well pick some of them up. But the onion sets that I planted probably 3-ish weeks ago now, they're doing really, really well. So I did bring the rest of the bag with me, and I think I'm just going to plant them up. I've just cleared out the remainder of the radishes. To be honest, most of them were actually weeds, and then the odd radish had kind of been nibbled by something anyway, so I'll just put those in the compost. And I've forgotten to put my gloves on. That's the annoying thing. I remember to bring my gloves, and then I keep taking them off, and then I've got filthy hands again. But I'm going to use my trowel, put in some more of these onion sets, and try not to step on where I planted the garlic on Saturday. So, right, let's get started. I'm back at the allotment. It was a bit of a spur of the moment decision, simply because I had a delivery yesterday of live plants, which must be my purple sprouting broccoli plug plants. So I was desperate to get them in the ground, so I've shot over to the allotment. I'm going to open them up. Hopefully they're okay. Soil has been falling out of the various holes on the side, so I think they've definitely been probably dislodged from where they should be. But I'm going to open them up and see what we've got. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I think they're okay. Sure, you can see that. But everything looks pretty healthy, just a bit jumbled. Let me take one out. They just seem to be loose. There we go. That's one. Looks pretty good. Right, let's get them in some soil. Right, that one has snapped, but it looks in good condition. Okay, let's get it in. Just had a bit of a reality check. I was just looking at the spacing that I've done for the cabbages and the broccoli, and I was thinking about how huge they get, and I don't know that they're spaced enough. However, I just don't have any more space now, particularly under cover, because I think the birds would just eat them. So I'm wondering, I have got some pots at home. Maybe I grow some in the pots. How many do I have left? I've got quite a few left. I can fit a few in with the peas. To be honest, the pea shoots was like eating dental floss anyway. It was really stringy and tough, but a lovely flavour. But I think in there, I will leave the peas. But there is definitely space in there for maybe 2 or 3. And then I think I might take the rest back home and put them in pots. I might Google to see if that's a thing. I'm sure it is. I think you can grow anything in a pot. Okay, this is a bit tricky to do. Oops. Right, if I can reach. There we go. I mean, little birds can actually get through this. Anyway, I suppose I could cover it in something else. Okay, right, that's one. This one's snapped as well. These are not packaged well at all. I can't even remember. I wouldn't say anywhere on the internet, but I can't remember what company it was, but I definitely won't use them again. That's a nice one. That one's not snapped at all. Okay, right. I need to come up with another plan next year for how to negotiate my way around these beds. Just think a bit more about what I'm planting and where and how to access everything. I'm going to water everything I've planted, give everything a spray with soapy water, cover the newly planted ones in the end bed, cover that back over, and then I need to head off. Having to hold the camera because it's so windy. There's these sort of quite strong gusts of wind. Keeps knocking my camera over. But I think I'm finished. I think I'm finished for now. Everything's planted, watered, sprayed, covered back over. there's 5 plants. So I'm going to take 5 plants back with me and see. Here comes that wind again. I think I'm going to end the video here. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope for those of you who actually know what you're doing, it isn't too frustrating watching me. You're not screaming at the screen saying, no, no, there's not enough space between them, or why are you planting that there? Who knows, but I'm doing my best. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. Thank you for your support, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.